Stream started. So tired. So tired.
You're always tired.
I just woke up.
Why'd you sleep so long, Lance?
Huh?
Why'd you sleep so long?
Because I've been waking. I woke up 3 times. My nap. I don't feel good.
Why don't you feel good?
I don't
How
know.
you gonna do your stream tonight?
I'm still gotta do it. I'll be dead. Dead doing it.
Is that why we didn't get any Diablo 3 in today?
Huh?
So why we didn't get any Diablo 3 in today?
You didn't reply to me, I think, till like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. I was sleeping all day.
Yeah, I had a time schedule
Lance,
for it.
you know you can take a break from Minecraft.
No, I can. We hit 1,000 in about a week and a half.
Well,
at this rate.
to be honest, what you want is 1,100 because you're gonna lose some of those subs, right?
Yeah. But
So
still,
you hit 1,100. Then if you lose a couple, you still stay above 1,000.
yeah, but you know what? It's working.
But it's taking a toll on your body.
Also, marriage too.
Hey!
Isn't Ashley asleep the entire time that you're? Ashley, aren't you sleeping while he's grinding? I call it grinding. He's grinding out the subs.
I talking to people.
I go to bed around 1 and wake up around 10. Well, between 1 to 2, because sometimes he's extremely loud. That he wakes me up.
I mean, is it any different than all of the nights that we spent playing StarCraft or Diablo 2? We would literally play from like 11 p.m. to 10 a.m. the next day.
And she looks at me, you're stupid.
Yeah, I do call him stupid. And then he goes, I'm tired. I'm like, I wonder why.
I don't know why my medication just disappeared. It was on my desk.
Well, you do live with animals, and animals love to hide things.
Yeah, that's my medication for my intestines.
Check underneath the couch. Check underneath the bookshelf.
I can't.
That's where they like to hide crap.
I can't bend over. Only someone that has more what you call
All right, I'll go look for you.
Oh, yay. Ashley's doing something for me for once.
Okay, so here's the plan, guys. You know how we can get people in on this stream?
Huh?
Rename it We Hate Disney Talk.
We hate Disney Talk.
I am not joking. I'm not joking.
Ashley Rippy do one. She loves Disney.
I don't like what Disney's done to Star Wars and Marvel.
He says we should name this Hate Disney Talk.
No.
Wife overrules the husband. I'm sorry.
Well, the SJWs have taken Disney over.
Well, what happened?
They're talking about not publishing Marvel comic books anymore.
I'm calling you.
Wait a second. Why? What they want to take? They want to take down comic books? Why?
Because they're losing money on printing comic books.
And
so basically, there's the rumor floating around that there's people inside Disney that have actually put forth the idea to stop publishing comic books.
Well, not because only our generation, some young generation, reads comic books.
Oh, people much older than us read comic books too.
Yeah, I mean, like our generation older, and like some young ones watch. We'll read comic books. Plus, a lot of comic books I see now, it's all mostly digitized now. We just look at that.
Well, look, I'll tell you one of the reasons why Disney hurt themselves. They.
Manga has
I should say manga became mostly digitized.
I mean, it's true, right? and this is coming from the perspective of a person who sold manga out of his store.
Mm-hmm.
Printed manga is very hard to sell. It's expensive. You know, $9.99.
No, you go to you go
It's the cheapest book that you could even find.
no you
It's
go
like
the
$12.99.
cheapest manga book you can go is in Japan. You know how much manga books cost in Japan?
$3.
Yeah, brand new.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, you can get stuff used in the United States for that price, but anything that's new is $9.99, $12.99, $15.99,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that you put on the shelf is available digital, just like Ashley said.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very hard to sell something that anyone can look at for free just about.
Coffee just threw up on my mom's bed.
For anyone watching the video, Coffee is a cat, not a person, so don't worry. And cats are definitely known to throw up. Was it a hairball or bad food?
I don't know. She's been throwing up now and then. He throws up when he gets excited. He's old too. He's about to kick the bucket with BMO.
They're only 8.
No, I think Coffee's older than that. And BMO is not 8 years old. BMO's like almost 10.
No, BMO is almost 9.
No,
When
10.
we got her, she was 4 years old.
We never know her age. We don't even know her actual doctor record is from Yokota. What's her actual age is?
It said she was 4.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's 6 years we had her. It's 10. Be 10 years old this year.
A lot of times they can make a good approximation based upon the condition of a cat's teeth.
Yeah, the tofu or kimchi, coffee. They think she's like between 8 to 12. Yeah. Okay. Like BMO's been peeing everywhere because of kimchi.
Oh, kind of copying each other?
No, because BMO, she hyperventilates when she's stressed. And she has asthma too, so there's no cure for that for the cat.
Right.
So basically, she hits and leaves, and she's stressed, so she goes around and just pees on her clothes.
Well, there is something they can do for a cat that has asthma, but it's very expensive.
Yeah, I can't afford it.
It's hard to administer, so it's not really the best way to say is that there's nothing practical that can be done for a cat that has asthma, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, that's why we separate her from.
It only acts up when she's wearing kimchi, or she's really cold. That's why I had the heat on for her.
She did that with Tofu as a baby. Now Tofu's like 2-3 years old, so it's like it doesn't happen anymore. I'm just waiting for kimchi to be 2-3 years old. Hopefully that kimchi calms down. You want a cat? One extra cat?
I have the maximum amount of cats that I can have. I mean, I guess we could hide a cat, but I can't afford to pay for another cat.
We're hiding too.
I'll dress up in a cat costume. I'll sit on your lap, probably crush it because of my weight. Okay, I will drive for you. Good night. Oh yeah, there you go. Let's get some of the stuff up and going. Do you want to do the hosting thing? I think 5 minutes up.
Sure. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Sunday Night Late Show Live, featuring me, Grim Monolith. Sure. Hi everyone. From Dark Titan Enterprises, and we have our host channel, Ashley and Lancelot from the Ashley and Lancelot Show, and Ashley herself from the Ashley Art Fantasy Channel. And coming soon to a YouTube near you, featuring Grim Monolith, myself, and Lance, the Eternal RPG Network, where we will be showcasing all sorts of tabletop and video game RPGs for your viewing pleasure.
And with more money out of our pocket.
And where I will draw Lance as a goblin.
Exactly. And I will be a hobbit.
No, yeah, well, then you're Smeagol then. Or Gollum.
No, I'm not Smeagol. Maybe more Bilbo-ish.
You mean a fat hobbit?
A fat, happy hobbit that doesn't really cause problems.
Mm.
Hey, that hobbit has a tummy. They're still fast on their feet.
Mm.
Yeah, Bilbo in The Hobbit was quite agile. He escaped the caves of Smeagol. He survived the battle of the 5 armies, the attack of the goblins when they invaded the Undermountain fortress. He even got away from Smog.
In real life, 5 steps, you passed out. And me too. I'll do the same thing. I'd be catching my breath.
That's what fantasy's for, my friend.
Yes, that's a fantasy.
Yeah. So I got the book from the Lord of the Ring from the librarian, the great librarian. Sent me the PDF for the Lord of the Rings book. The great librarian.
Yes. Great librarian in the sky found the player's guide for the 5e Middle Earth adventure.
Mm-hmm. And
now you're taking a look at, which I will run once I get the book from the great librarian in the sky.
Yes. But first thing I get Starfinder up. I got the schedule up for the YouTube and stuff.
Right, I did see that, which is good.
Yeah. Post Apocalypse wants to make a game.
He wants to run a game?
Yes.
What day?
I have no idea. I sent him my schedule. I sent him my schedule. I'm like, well, pick a day that's not between 6 to 1 o'clock. That's when that's fastest time.
You should tell him, don't pick a day that's anywhere between Sunday to Saturday.
Sunday to Saturday. That means we won't play.
Well, I can't do Sundays.
That means there's no day.
Yep.
Well, Sunday, we were looking to use as an occasional on and off Sunday in the afternoon, like a test day, where we'd be doing one-shots or testing different modules and different games.
I stream on Sundays now.
Yeah.
Well, we were thinking about the afternoon.
Yeah.
Anyway. I stream around 3, 4.
Oh, 3, 4. Okay,
well,
all right.
We could play without you. We'll play. Yeah. We'll be 2 fat hobbits playing with Post.
Right. Well, no. There's probably
I can always put it later.
Yeah.
There's other people around that we can get to test these games.
Yeah.
And that's fine actually, because you might not want to read through all of the books that we're going to have to read through to do this. You know, because we're going to have to read through like the Pathfinder playtest, Cthulhu Tech Player's Handbook.
I want to read through the Cthulhu one.
The Cthulhu Tech looks interesting. It's actually it's like a StarCraft 3-way battle, believe it or not. So basically,
I never played StarCraft.
Well, so basically, it takes place on Earth in the future, and it's about Earth that's been infested since ancient time by the Cthulhu monsters. The Cthulhu gods have infested Earth, but they haven't completely taken over yet, even in the future. And we have advanced technology, and this kind of takes place after it's like a semi-apocalypse, because an alien species not connected to the Cthulhu actually attacked the planet. So humanity's somewhat decimated, but there's still pockets of resistance. So it's like Cthulhu versus humanity versus this alien invading race. Trying to and
so you're making Cthulhu as the primordial Zerg, and the other alien race the later Zerg.
Right. So so the Cthulhu are like Zerg, the humans are like the Terrans, and the other race is like the Protoss.
I pick Protoss. I always win with carriers. Can I get 2 dozen carriers? Wipe everything.
Hey, what's that? An overpowered unit.
Hey, that overpower unit saved their asses 2v6.
Well, I showed you that game, right? That I showed you the pictures of that game I did.
Which one?
The one that lasted 5 hours.
Oh yeah, you did.
So I didn't tell you what happened at the end of the game. Eventually, the computer just stopped attacking.
Mm.
And I took one small group of Marines
Mm-hmm.
and just went around the map and destroyed their bases. That was it.
Mm.
But I think at the end, the amount of units that I killed was like over 10,000.
Mm.
I mean, that's pretty insane, right?
Yeah.
I literally killed over 10,000 units.
Yeah.
I was floating buildings over my tank line so that it was very difficult for any units coming in to actually target my tanks.
Mm. Yeah.
It worked. It was a good plan.
Yep.
When I couldn't build any more units, I just kept building buildings.
Mm.
I had, I think, over 100 barracks floating in the air. It was pretty funny. I wish I could have gotten or saved a replay of the game, at least the last hour.
You could have saved it.
That's true. Let's do some game talk here.
Persona 5 confirmed to coming to the Switch, and plus 3 and 4 will be coming afterwards.
When?
I believe it will be this year. Let's look at what Polygon says, or IGN. Oh, Polygon will do. There's a rumor, actually. March announcement, Persona 5 R. Remember that Persona game from the from I think it was the Game Awards?
Persona 5R is not the same as Persona 5.
Yeah. So it might be the fighting one or the actual Persona RPG, the Persona game on the PS4.
So Persona 5R, which I do believe is coming to the Switch, is a fighting game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe the actual Persona 5 game is going to be coming to the Switch.
We'll see. It says it's going to be announced, supposed to be announced in this month.
I mean,
Supposed to be announced this month, so we'll find out. We'll find out what it is, because Joker's coming to the Challengers Pack this month too, and I'll be testing him out.
I don't even know if Persona 5 would run well.
Oh, Persona 5 will run on Switch.
Well, the Tales of Vesperia didn't run so well.
Because it's not a...
Tales of Vesperia, oh man, yeah, it's got some hiccups. I actually was at GameStop today, and I only had $10, so I actually, believe it or not, picked up a copy of Tempest 4000 for the PS4 because it was $8. I actually can't wait to play that game. I loved the original Atari Tempest, and I wanted to buy Tempest 4000, but when it came out, Atari wanted literally $40 for it, and I was like, screw that. So, but I picked it up for $9. But I saw, yeah, here's Vesperia on the Switch. Who in their right mind would buy it for the Switch?
I'm just gonna get it for the PS4.
Carl will buy it for the Switch. He's in popped up. I'm here. It's my internet holds up. Hey, Carl, welcome. Welcome to the stream.
So, think about it, right? It has so many frame rate problems.
Mm-hmm.
I think any Persona 5 remake is going to have a ton of frame rate problems on the Switch, just like Vesperia. So I looked up, I just wanted to compare the different versions of Vesperia. And out of the console one, guess which one has the best frame rate?
The PS4 one, of course.
No, come on.
Best frame rate?
The best frame rate for Tales of Vesperia is Xbox One X.
I didn't know it came out for Xbox One X.
Yes.
It came out on all three.
It came out on all three. So, clearly, I mean, yeah. So if a game is going to come out for the Xbox One X...
I believe the PS4 had a special edition one, though.
It could have. I'm not sure. I didn't see a special edition one in GameStop, but doesn't mean there wasn't one. But yeah. I mean, I
special edition for Dragon Quest 11.
Oh yeah.
Well, PS4 had a special edition of Tales of Vesperia and it had a figure of her that I still wanted, but I couldn't afford to get it.
Yeah, you know, Tales of Berseria is still $40.
Well, it's an awesome game. That's probably why.
I mean, I have to agree, it was a great game with a great story. One of my favorite Tales. If maybe, yeah, I'm gonna go with. It's actually my favorite Tales game.
It's my first one that I beat.
It was kind of a. Didn't you like how like the story was kind of dark and she was a very conflicted character?
Yes, that's what I like playing.
Yeah, the other Tales games aren't like that.
They're
So
not. I liked a little bit of darkness, but it was the ending was sad, but not. They'll always be together, brother and sister.
I mean, yeah, it was okay. It was okay for me. It was okay for me, but I mean, the other Tales games, all of the characters, these happy-go-lucky. I'm like Link. The world is beautiful. I'm gonna save it. You know, there's no like.
Well, I like how that kid turned into a dragon. That was
that was cool. I'm very surprised Lance didn't play through Tales of Berseria.
Well, I tried. There's something called a wife that plays it before me. And hello, Alex Davey. Welcome up. What's up? I love your last live stream. Thank you. Yeah, it's called something called a wife that basically demands to play it first. Like the Call of Cthulhu that I really want to play, but she played it. I watched part of it.
You can play it, Lance.
Let's see.
I mean, just because she plays a game doesn't mean you can't play it out.
Yeah, because I always walk by and look at snippets of it. I'm like, God damn it, that just spoils it for me.
So,
oh well.
Okay, so this is the thing. I have so many video games that when my significant other is playing a video game, she's in a completely different part of the room when I'm playing a video game. Although we don't play the same video games at the same time. Even if we're both playing games. Like, for example, she played through Resident Evil 2. I didn't watch her play Resident Evil 2 because when she was playing Resident Evil 2, I was playing something else. I think I was playing Temple of Elemental Evil. Anyway, I was on a different system. And when she was done, I just played through it when she was asleep because I had to play it on her computer, but that's besides the point. You know, like, I think we can split up time. And don't you both have your own gaming PCs?
Yes.
Well, my PS4 is in my domain. I stole the PS4
your
Pro.
PS4 is in your studio. Isn't it on a different screen than your computer?
Yep, it's on his computer.
I don't have a second monitor or a TV. I'm poor. I'm broke. I'm like you.
I don't think you're as broke as I am, but let's not get into that on the podcast.
Yeah. No, because I'm saving up for that September to get the remainder of her stuff from Reading. So.
I understand. Yeah, no, it makes sense. But you know, when you get the money and you get the chance, you should get a television and make
or the great librarian will buy me a 19 or 27-inch TV. The great librarian, please.
Huh? The great librarian in the sky.
Yes. Yeah, Davey, you can ask us any kind of, if you want to ask us questions, you can. Gaming, D&D related stuff. Grim is a professor in astronomy, so we can do space talking again.
Tofu's doing something.
Ashley is an artist. I'm just a lazy bum.
Tofu, get out from underneath there! You're trying to destroy everything.
In my experience, in my life, I have found that some of the best advice in life comes from the lazy bums.
You know what, my dad. I don't know if I should talk about this. I called my dad today. And he's like, you should get a job and stuff. I'm like, I'm retired. But he's like, but you live in the poverty line. I'm retired and disabled. It's like, what do you want me to do? You know, get a loan and open up a coffee shop? And it's like, he doesn't understand it because he's like, you know, he worked hard all his life. And he looks at like when I got worked in the military for 5 years and I got disabled for it, and I got a retirement check every month. He doesn't like it that I get a retirement check. He won't get it till he's 72.
He could get it when he's 65.
He's 65, but he still is like, I'm like,
or he could wait till he's 72.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I looked at, I'm like, maybe my mom laughed at his ass on the phone. It's like, you know, it's like, well, I joined the military, you have not. You know, I protected my country, you have not. So I think I'm living comfortably.
To be fair, you do have a career. Mm-hmm. You're a content creator and social media influencer.
Well, it's not a career until you make it up there.
Until you're actually making money, a lot of money. Well, who knows? It takes a while to build something like that. You know what I mean?
Some people on the platform have been playing doing it for like 5 to 10 years before they made it.
Yeah, this is my 3rd year, and basically Minecraft was the answer. Alex Navy says, how often do you play Minecraft? Well, it's every day at 12 midnight till 5 in the morning.
Lance is becoming an expert Minecraft.
Oh, hell no, I'm not. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
He wants me to play Minecraft.
I just want to say, there's other craft games that Lance is very good at other than just Minecraft.
StarCraft, Tiberian, Command and Conquer, Red Alert.
Well, games in it.
Huh?
Games with the name Craft in it. The greatest game with the name Craft in it is not Minecraft.
Crash Bandicoot?
No, it's StarCraft.
Star Trek.
StarCraft is literally one of the greatest video games ever designed.
No. Do you know what was the best craft game in the world?
What?
Age of Empire. You cannot deny that.
I've played it, but I would take Civilization over Age of Empire.
Well, that's number 6. Isn't that great? 5 was good. 6 is just like they're just shoving a lot more shit.
Hey, no disagreement here. I didn't really play 6. Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of 5, so I'm with you on that. How good do you like Halo? Says Grand MX.
Holmes says, well, Graham, you play Halo too, so you and I can answer this question.
I think I'll say that I've played every Halo.
Same here.
I've beat every story for every Halo, and I've enjoyed them all. I've done Halo Reach was the one I played the most multiplayer of because I liked the deathmatch. I thought it was fun, but
the newest Halo sucked.
I didn't like Halo 5 story that much.
Yeah.
But if I have to actually pick a shooter from the Xbox platform that I loved to death was the Gears of War series. Mm-hmm. I loved those games.
I almost beat one with my dad back when it was 360 first came out, when Gears of War came out with that.
You can get Gears of War 4 for the Xbox, and it comes with all the other 3. It comes with 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I have all of it on the Xbox One. The problem is that I am not a very good shooter person, I will say.
Well, remember they're not first person shooters. They're over the shoulder shooters.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They were a lot of fun. I liked each one, and they didn't get old for me. A lot of people were like, "Oh my God, it's Gears of War 4. It's just like Gears of War 1 with better graphics." I didn't care. I had a lot of fun playing the Gears of War series. So,
well, Halo, you can go around, just go over them and rifle butt them and kick them, put possibly a grenade. Gears of War, you gotta be very careful because if you don't, swarm of locusts will just come and kill you all, just like that.
Yeah, out of the Halo series, Halo 3 and Halo Reach, those are the ones I really loved. I mean, well, I remember playing Halo 1 when it came out on the original Xbox. I bought the original Xbox in like 2003 just to play Halo. Mm-hmm. I'm an old guy, everyone. So yes, I was around, and I was actually, I'd actually graduated college, and I was in grad school when that happened. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I bought that just to play Halo. I thought the first Halo was brilliant. It was awesome. Mm-hmm. But Halo 3 and Reach were my favorites. Halo 5, I'm not so fond of.
I like Halo 3 better. Halo 3. Halo 2, the story was just like, what the hell happens? Like,
Halo 1 and 2 were kind of the
because Microsoft and Bungie is still figuring out like what to do. I think Bungie just first created when Xbox came out, wasn't it?
Yes, Halo. Actually, Halo. So Halo was going to be made for the PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
And when Microsoft announced the Xbox, they bought Bungie.
Yeah.
They had actually bought Bungie. And as the years went on, you know, more recent history,
mm-hmm.
Microsoft absorbed the Halo IP into their own game division and then spun Bungie off. And then Bungie, who was designing Destiny when they were designing the first Destiny, Microsoft didn't really want the game, and you know Microsoft allowed Bungie to buy itself back. So Bungie got spun off and is its own company again, and doesn't own Halo anymore. But
Halo Infinite's coming out, isn't it? The new Halo game.
Yeah, Halo Infinite. Yep. Well, hopefully it's gonna be good.
Hopefully it's not ridiculed with microtransaction. Oh my lord. Let's see, Agria, and you should play more Minecraft adventure maps on the channel. We want to. I want to. The main problem is that I don't have the money to buy the adventure maps for it. I haven't even looked at it. It's like between $8 to $12 a piece for the adventure map. I want to get the Steven Universe and Nightmare Before Christmas for Ashley to play around on this channel. What year were you guys born in? Well, I was born in the late 80s, and Grim was born in the late Depression, the Great Depression.
I lived through the Great Recession, but I was certainly not alive in the Great Depression. And for you youngins, the Great Recession was 2008. I feel
saying youngins now.
The Great Depression was 1931. So,
aren't you born when the Golden Girls came out?
No, they came out after I was born. I was born in the late 70s. So
yeah, I was born in the late 80s.
I was born around the same year the Atari 2600 and the Apple IIe were released.
Yeah.
So I'm about the same age as the Atari 2600. If that helps any of you.
Yeah, we're not gonna say. You probably will guess my the year I was born. On my gamer tag on the Xbox has that little 2 numbers in the end.
Yeah.
Well, everybody pretty much knows our age, Lion.
Yeah. I'm almost gonna be 30 in 2 months.
I need a camera still.
Yeah, so, Graham is black as ever. Do you like Fortnite? Do you like Fortnite? Do you try Fortnite yet, Graham?
I don't like battle royales. And out of the battle royale, so let's say you forced me to play a battle royale. The one that I liked the best was Blackout, Call of Duty Blackout, and I did like Apex Legends. You just have to not get sniped right away.
Yeah.
I don't like Fortnite. Here's why. PUBG, when it first came out, I played that a little bit. I don't know. It was okay. But hey, this is the thing with Fortnite. I don't like the cartoony graphics, okay, and I don't like the building aspect of it. I want to concentrate on killing and shooting and looting. I don't want to have to build stuff. If I want to build stuff, I'll play Minecraft or Civilization. I'm not going to play.
Well, you don't have to build stuff.
Yeah, you do. Have you watched any of the pro Fortnite players?
No, I've been sniping them off in the distance up in the hill. That's all I've been doing today.
Okay. You're not going to snipe the ones that build themselves into giant, elaborate skyscrapers.
Not if you get a headshot when you jump up in the air and building crap. That's what I did.
Well, good luck trying to kill the top players. I'm going to tell you how the top players win.
Yeah.
They run into the middle of the map in teams of 2, and they just build elaborate contraptions so that you can't see them. And then they jump up and down, up and down, up and down. So when you run in and try to kill them, You don't even know where they are because they're jumping around like goddamn rabbits on everything that they built. And they shoot and kill you because that's what they practice doing. They practice jumping around like rabbits on top of all the stuff they build, shooting at you. And they get really good at it. And that's why people like Ninja win all the time.
Yeah.
Because he's really good at building buildings. Although I have to say I've seen Ninja play other first-person shooter games. And I'm not a fan of the dude, but I will be the first to admit he's really good at first-person shooters.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what first-person shooter you put in front of that guy. He is good.
Yeah.
I can't take it away from him. I've seen him play multiple first-person shooters, and he dissects the game instantly and wins.
Yeah.
So he's just an expert player. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. For me, Ashley's gonna try Fortnite. She tried Apex Legend. She did not like Apex Legend. I don't like Apex Legend. I just get killed with it.
You're not gonna like Fortnite because Fortnite.
I actually enjoy Fortnite a lot more. I don't get killed right away. That's the main thing on Fortnite. I don't get killed right away. I actually have a decent chance having a decent game. Apex Legend, I don't. I kind of like it, but I'm not gonna keep playing it. I'll play like once in a while for you guys to join and play with me. That's pretty much it.
There's only one battle royale game I play.
What?
Tetris 99, baby.
We'll be playing that soon too, live streaming that.
Tetris 99.
Yeah, we'll be live streaming that soon. Just you, Hammer.
I just hate when you randomly get targeted by 10 people at once.
No, I'm not.
And I don't care how fast you are. Look, you can be Jonas Newbuyer, and by the way, Jonas Newbuyer is the best Tetris player in the world. You could be Jonas, and he has a Twitch channel. You want to watch? You could be Jonas Newbuyer, and you cannot survive 10 people targeting you at once. It's impossible.
That's why we get 10 people target you when you play together.
You would do it. You would do it, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. Fortnite Season 8, and yes, it's out. Alex Navy. It's just that, when I was probably your guys' age, that's when Counter-Strike first came out, and that was the most biggest thing in the world. And that's still big to this day.
Well, CSGO is the one that's big today. It's one of the biggest esport games that are out there.
Yeah.
Like, I would say the top esport games are CSGO, Fortnite, StarCraft, League of Legends, Dota 2.
That's if you go to Korea.
No, Dota 2 and League of Legends are big everywhere. And StarCraft 2 is big all over Europe. The one that's only big in Korea is StarCraft 1.
No, the StarCraft, Counter-Strike, also
no,
Diablo.
Counter-Strike is played all over the world.
Yeah.
I was watching a Counter-Strike Go tournament this morning, and it was in the United States. It wasn't in Korea.
Do you watch Preston Plays? No, I do not. I don't know who that YouTuber is.
Who is it?
Preston Plays.
Preston Plays.
Preston's Plays. You know him? Or of him?
Is that Street Pass Princeton? I hope not. Let's hope it's not Street Pass Princeton. I don't watch Preston Plays, but
you get free V-Bucks in the Battle Pass. Yes, I know, but the problem is that I get killed too fast before I can get the whole map. We have videos up on it already for the stream we did today. We'll play Fortnite again before probably 1 o'clock, so like 3. Then we're gonna get Diablo 3.
Here's my advice: only try and be competitive at games you're good at, Lance. So I would try and stream and be competitive at games you're good at, and games you're not good at, I'd play on the side. That's just my advice.
Well, yeah, that's what I do. Fortnite, get my ass kicked, good game. With Diablo 3, then I'm gonna rip everyone a new one.
Yeah, for example, I mean, you're a seasoned Diablo player, so there's no reason not to stream Diablo.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna get Diablo up probably. Well, I think it says what 3 or 4 o'clock in the schedule.
Yeah, and currently Diablo 3 is in season 16, which we are all playing wizards, I think, right?
Necromancers and 2 wizards.
Wizards are the high damage dealers, so we're going to be dealing a lot of damage.
Depends what build. Arcane is probably the best.
I really like the Hydra
The
builds.
Fire Hydras?
Yeah, well, there's a couple different Hydras, but yeah, I like the Hydra builds.
Yeah. This would be the podcast. I forgot to add the podcast then.
So, hey, let's talk about Devil May Cry 5.
Oh yeah, we're getting that this Friday.
What are we expecting out of this game?
I don't know. Ashley plays it. I don't. I sometimes help her beat the boss for it.
I would love to pick it up, but I am going to be the first one to say that I do not. I hate paying $60 for a game. I always wait till they go down in price.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how is it like being a YouTuber?
You know, Lance bought the special edition, right?
I bought the special edition?
Yes, you bought the $80 one.
I did. What does it come with?
What is the special? Yeah, what's in the special edition?
I know. I'm looking it up on Amazon on my phone on the computer, asking me for a password. I'm like, nope, not on live stream. I don't have a second monitor yet. Let's see here.
I think you bought the special edition one.
It says here it is. Alex says, how does it feel like being a YouTuber? You guys can answer that. Hard work. Hiring. Yeah. $69.99.
Which special edition one did you buy?
I got a deluxe edition.
Which comes
with 4 Devil Breakers and unique abilities. Mega Man Buster. And 3 other arms. I don't know what the heck there are. That's basically it.
Oh, so you didn't buy the special edition?
I don't know what the hell the special edition sounds very expensive.
It comes with the band.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with an art book and some postcards and stuff.
Yeah, you know, no. You already have a Nero action figure up on my bookshelf.
I don't like the way they made him look, though.
So who are the main characters in this one? Is Dante in it?
Everyone. Yeah, everyone from the first one.
Trish is in it, and what's her name? What's the other girl's name? I can't remember her name.
Lady,
I think Lady's in it.
Every character from Devil May Cry 1 till now. The reboot Devil May Cry is kicked out the window. Never happened.
I liked that game. I thought the combat system was really good.
And she's going to live stream it on Friday. I'm gonna answer this.
Are you gonna play it all the way through?
Me?
Yeah, you gonna do like 6 hours at a time, or what? Just a couple hours at a time?
Just a few hours at a time. I'm not gonna overdo myself, you know, like Lance does.
I had to review it. Hell, I'm gonna answer this. YouTuber, it has its perks and it has its downs. Us 3 right now on the podcast have a YouTube account, and we do make videos. We had to make current events. There's, you know, Grim is more into marketing, what's happening out there as well, and I'm just, you know, doing this for a therapeutic way, I would say, due to mental health, but also I'm also looking at it to make extra side if possible, just to help me out. But it is hard work because you gotta make a set schedule. You're gonna have to figure out what games will be, you know, we can get to play, or what topics is good to talk about. Because you gotta also know that YouTube is not a stable income at all. A lot of people that starts YouTube.
It can be for some people.
Yeah.
But you have to get to that point.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just basically, you know, quit their job and start YouTube. Like, why aren't I getting 1,000 subscribers and stuff within a week? I'm like, because it takes time. This is my 3rd year. Minecraft was the answer to stream it at a certain time, because like Grim, you know, he's the marketing guy, and he does all of it. It drains you. You gotta deal with a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people that will start complaining, nagging. Sometimes they're helpful. A lot of times it's just complaining. Sometimes I deal with people that are very mean and disrespectful.
And there's different type of YouTubers. Like there's the art, there's the beauty, then there's the gaming, and there's others.
Like me.
There's the slice of life ones.
You know, like me, I'm good at I'm good at certain types of games. Like first-person shooter, not so much. But if it's like an RPG style or a strategy, like role-playing, I can play really well. Grim, probably the same. I think probably better than me in shooters. But you know, it's one of those things. You know, once you find a stuff that you're really good at, you can use it. Try to get try to stream it. Everything else, but remember, there's also a million other people that does this. Probably 1,000 or 1,000,000 other people doing the same thing. What you're doing, so you're competing against multiple YouTubers. You gotta be the one of those diamond in the rough that it shines out to the other people to see how talented or how nice or how
Carl,
good
we
you
are
in
Hangout, by the way.
Huh?
I was just telling Carl we are in Hangout.
Yes, we are. We're asked to join.
Carl, you're welcome to join us tonight. I mean, Carl's always welcome.
I'm asleep. Bye. See you, Alex. Hope that answered your question.
Oh, Carl,
your videos are totally different.
I think my internet went to shit. Nope, it went back up. So yeah, YouTuber is hard work. I don't see a lot of people see it.
It's hard too.
Yeah.
Tofu, get your butt down! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
A lot of live streams and podcasts and just talking really does help because it gives people practice on just basically speaking or public speaking. And the more public speaking you do, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
The better you get at watching how you pronounce words and what vocabulary you're going to use and what grammar you use and how you use your grammar and how you say things, and you get better at it over time.
Yeah, Carl's vocabulary on this stream is McDonald's and Big Mac and a side of Coke.
Well, Carl makes pizzas, so he's a pizza cook. So
Pizza Hut, Domino's.
No, he works
for kitchen.
He works for a place called Boston Pizza, believe it or not.
And you're from Boston.
No, it's a Canadian chain.
Oh.
They aren't even in the United States, but the place is called Boston Pizza. I think it's hilarious. Just because I live outside of Boston.
Yeah.
I think
so. He actually works at a fast food place.
Who? Carl? No, Carl doesn't work at a fast food place. He works at a pizza shop called Boston Pizza.
Fast food.
Well, it's not like McDonald's. I mean, it's like a pizza shop.
It's like a Pizza Hut.
Right, it's like a Pizza Hut. Well, I guess it's like a Pizza Hut. I've never seen it. But it's called Boston Pizza.
All right. Let's see what's next on the menu. Well, Don't Make Crowd will be Friday. She's live streaming it.
And then I should really pull out a Devil May Cry artwork. That'll probably pull in some views.
Maybe.
The only thing that's really pulling in views for me is like elves, fantasy kind of artwork. That's what's pulling in my views. If I'm doing anime or lewd, it pulls in nothing.
The new elves. Give Grim some ears with his red Viking beard.
Red Viking beard. My beard's actually getting white. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Oh, he's gonna become the elder Viking now.
Yeah.
How about I just draw Grim as a dwarf?
Oh yeah, we saw that commercial. You're short.
I didn't see it.
I have. You showed it to me.
Well, I've known shorter people than me. I mean, I'm not that short. I mean, I'm 5'8", so I'm average height. But I've known guys that were like, I went to high school with a couple guys that were like 5'4". I mean, that's pretty short for a guy. 5'4". Yeah, I mean, I might have shrunk a little bit over the years, so I might be like high 5'7s", but I'm not that far off 5'8".
I don't know,
You're
man.
still taller than me.
In high school, I was 5'8", so I could see. You know, you get older, you shrink a little. So, I mean, I might have gone down. I might have lost a little bit. So I might be like a little under 5'8" now. But I'm around 5'8". I'm not a dwarf.
We can make you one if you want.
One. I'm around 5'2", 5'3".
I'm 6 foot. Okay, next topic. D&D. Roll20 is having a lot of problem, and they didn't put any updates on it yet for that for some reason. Did you guys find anything? Did you find anything, Graham, on Roll20?
No, I didn't see anything on their Twitter. I had a problem the first couple times I went into it, and then it stopped knocking me out. Also, I was fooling around with it yesterday, was it? Or something like that, trying to figure out all the DM settings, and I didn't have any trouble with it. So I don't know, maybe they were just having a bad...
server connection?
Yeah, a bad Thursday. I mean, we don't even know how it was yesterday. It might have been fine yesterday.
Yeah, it might have been fine, but everyone got sick. Carl, I am short. It sucks. Oh, I'm gonna kick it like a football if you want.
How tall are you, Carl?
But other than that, yeah, it's been weird.
Shortest one
I wish there was a better one than Roll20. Roll20's been having a lot of problems.
There are other ones that are actually better. They're just more expensive.
Expensive than $20 a month. That's what I've been paying for Roll20.
For what?
Pay $20 for Roll20 every month.
Yeah, there's ones. The problem is that the other ones charge players, not just DMs.
Oh, okay.
That's where the problem comes in.
Mm.
Roll20 essentially only charges the DM. I mean, a player can pay for it as well to get advanced options, but players don't need to have a paid account. Where the other ones, the players need to have paid accounts. Unless I'm wrong, if anyone watching the video can put down in comments maybe some other alternatives to Roll20, I would love and be happy to check them out.
Yeah. Carl, you're probably the size of a garden gnome. That's probably how short you are. Because you're from Canada.
Carl is not. Haven't you watched any of his videos?
Yeah, he's like a little small hobbit, and with the guitar was covering his whole body.
No, he's what are you like? Get out of here, Lance! Stop making fun of people for no reason. It's not even true.
What, is Carl like 5'6" or something?
I don't know.
Stop making fun of people.
I bet Carl's just average height.
Carl looked average height. Get out of here.
You want to know his real height is? Is the height of this miniature right here.
You're just mean.
I'll pull out a Cthulhu figurine, but that's in Reading right now. I need to finish painting the Cthulhu figurine. When are we actually putting RPG channel live?
Well, the channel's up. I verified it. We need content.
Okay, so I'll put the Umber Hulk in today.
All right. How about this?
Done.
How about this? I'll get the channel ready by the morning to upload to, and I'll send you the link so we can all sub to it on a number of accounts to at least give it a couple subs to start it off, and then yeah, we can start by uploading your painting videos too.
Okay, good.
Then I think sometime this week we need to find time to do a 20-minute video where we discuss alignment in 5th edition, and then another 20-minute video, and we can do it over Hangout or Skype, and then another 20-minute video where we discuss alignment in Pathfinder 1E. And those would be 2 great videos to put up as well, because I think that's a subject that comes up a lot by people who are not DMs. To what extent do you bring alignment into your RPG?
Easy, if you pick a god named Helm.
Well, Helm in Forgotten Realms allows you to have a couple different alignments. So, but there are some gods who don't. Helm is a little easier on good alignments. You could be lawful good, you could be chaotic good, you could be neutral good. It doesn't bother Helm. By the way, everyone watching, Helm is one of the Forgotten Realms gods in the D&D world of Forgotten Realms, which is published by Wizards of the Coast.
Hello? Grim, you there?
Yeah.
Well,
so tell me what you think about doing those videos.
I don't mind doing it. I'm about to go and look at some monster manuals to put some videos up for that, because I have subscribers that loves D&D. I'm like, okay, let's talk about monsters and creatures. You go upload that in the RPG. I have all the monster manual books down in the bottom right there. And so yeah, I'm probably gonna go for because I did what, Cobalt, and I also probably did one more, and I didn't get Bugbear and Umber Hulk. So I'm gonna slowly add more and more monsters onto it and talk about it.
Why don't you do an
Owlbear? Owlbear? Owlbear used to be the biggest thing in 2E. Now, like like 3rd edition and up, Owlbear is like really nothing.
But it's still kind of cute.
You know, it's created by a crazy wizard, right? Owlbear.
And that's why owlbears are crazy.
No, they're smart. They're just very
angry,
aggressive.
It's a Greyhawk, originally a Greyhawk creation, right?
Yeah.
Owlbears came out of Greyhawk, and for everyone watching this now or later, Greyhawk is another world. Actually, is the original campaign setting created by TSR, the company that first published Dungeons and Dragons. It's their original campaign setting.
So yeah, so yeah, we could talk more about that. I don't have the 1E. Do you have the? Does the Great Librarian have the 1E books?
So from what I have been told, the Great Librarian has every 1E book ever printed.
Ah, you should put that in the library so we can check them out.
Them? I think that the library isn't big enough right now for all the 1E books.
There's a lot of 1E books back then?
Well, I guess if you just want core books, if you want the modules, it would take up a lot of space.
No, I don't need the modules. Only thing I can think of using the modules for, if I converted the module from 1E to 5E. You know, that's going to be a huge conversion factor. That's going to be a huge migraine, so I won't do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I will talk to
the Great Librarian.
The one that shall not be named, the Great Librarian, and he will get you all the 1E books.
Yeah. Also, tell him about the emulator as well, so we can play Final Fantasy this week.
Yeah, that's fine. He wasn't around today, so that's why.
Yeah, we're gonna start Final Fantasy 1. I jumped on 7 because I didn't have 1, 2, and 3, and I already started 7 on this channel a while back, and just continued back on. Forgot what the hell everything was at. Let's see here. What else do we have?
Final Fantasy 1 and 2 are not that long, just so you know. So they won't take. They're like 20 hours each, maybe.
Yeah, well, I'm only gonna stream Final Fantasy 1 and 2 hours a day. It's only gonna be for March. After March over, I'm not playing it anymore. I think April is Ratchet and Clank. They want me to play Ratchet and Clank. I'll play that. I think I have it on the PS2 to PS3. We'll play that on the stream on April, basically, for 1 or 2 hours a day. I know that I'll be playing the Fire Emblem one, the 3 Houses, and I think it comes out in June. I'll be playing the hell lot of that.
That looks like a good game.
Yeah, well, this I enjoy it. I had Warriors back there. I did not like that game at all. I did not like Hyrule Warriors at all either. I don't. It just was a Dynasty Warrior came out in PS2 and on GameCube.
I don't like any of those Dynasty Warrior type games.
Yeah, but the first like 2 of the Dynasty Warrior games were fun. After the third one and so on, it just gets boring and boring.
You know
All
what
you do
fighting
is
games
just
I did like? Were
what?
the Armada, the Near Armada games.
Never played it.
Did you play Near Automata on PS4?
Oh yeah, 2B. Yes, I did. I know I played it on the computer. I have it on PS4, still sealed and same lean plastic because someone wanted it, didn't want to play it.
That's the best one.
Huh?
That's the best one of all the Armada games.
I know they have the DLC. I know they have several DLCs for it right now. For the stories.
They've several DLCs. It's weird they never did another physical copy. Because if you go try and buy the physical release, it's still just the base game.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do like a second release.
Yeah, because someone begged me they want to play it on the PS4, and I'm staring at her right now, and then she never even put it in a PS4 yet.
What game?
No, you'll find out later on. Find out later on. This is one of the things, like, it's like, I don't get it. It's like you buy one thing because that your significant other wants and she never plays it. So do you want it, Grim? Do you want my collection?
Of what?
I don't know.
What collection are you trying to get rid of?
You want a PlayStation Classic? That beautiful PlayStation Classic up on the shelf, waiting to be destroyed and demolished.
So I'm going to be upfront and honest. I wouldn't actually use it.
Huh?
I wouldn't actually use it.
I know.
But you can send it to me, and I will produce a high quality 4K video of me destroying it.
No.
What do you think about that?
No. I already spent money on it. It's just going to sit there, bury it, and 30 years later, unbury it. It was in the trash. All the PS Classic was at. Well, for $1 million, and I'll be rich. I should be sleeping. You should go to sleep then, Carl.
Yeah,
Carl. If you have to work early in the morning, man, don't wear yourself out.
Mm-hmm. Any other question you guys want? If not,
I have a question for the chat.
What?
Carl, when are you gonna upload more parts of your opening video? What? I mean, I only saw part 1. Is part 2 up?
What do you mean opening video for him? He got what's his opening video?
He's been uploading videos of him opening his guitar. You haven't seen him?
I saw him play. I saw him play MTG Arena and Fallout 4. That was horrible. I'm sorry, man. Your computer cannot really handle Fallout 4 with the mods. What else?
I started playing Skyrim again with about 200 mods on it on Xbox One X.
Oh, I have it on the
the graphic mods. Oh my god, they make the game look so much better. Holy crap, I couldn't believe it.
Don't say that, because they're going to use that skin and mod and slap it on the Skyrim engine and say it is Elder Scroll number 6. Like they did what they did with Fallout 72, 78, 76, and they slap it onto a Fallout 4 game. It's crap.
Hey, so I have a question. What do you guys, speaking of Bethesda, what do you guys think Starfield's gonna be? What do you think Starfield's gonna be?
What, Starfield?
Yeah.
Starfield. What's Starfield?
The next RPG coming from Bethesda.
I'm gonna look it up. I never heard of it. I'm not gonna play it, but I look at the image of it. There's stars. There's a little star-looking thing. I know that it's gonna be buggy for once.
You think it's gonna be buggy?
Yeah. Every
game is buggy, right?
Yeah. Every Bethesda game is like, it's the charm. No, just fix the damn thing. Take your time on it. I don't think it's gonna go with that well, because everyone and their mother right now in the company's making a lot of space type game. If it's like Fallout in space, sure. But like no. But I don't think it's gonna go that well. In my opinion, I think Bethesda needs to start redeeming its name again before like putting new content, new gaming content on. You gotta think about like a lot of the people that makes like new IPs for it. It's actually a hit or miss. And a lot of times they're either surviving by their old IP or making additions to it. In my opinion, and I don't trust any of the new games either. Oh hell no. I just unless someone buys it, donates money for me to buy it, and I review it, sure. Unless it's like one of the games I really want to buy, like Neverwinter Nights on the Switch, I will buy that in a heartbeat. But other than that, it's like no, it's not really, because now a lot of times now, every company is milking the microtransaction, milking the loot crate option, like to the top, and I'm getting sick and tired of it with all these new games. I bet Devil May Cry 5 is gonna have a whole bunch of microtransactions for skins.
That's what I'm afraid of. And you know what? This is one of the reasons, or one of the things that's kept me away from buying the new Far Cry New Dawn.
Yeah.
Is because you don't need to pay for anything, I guess, to play the game, but to actually grind it out, they're saying takes a long time. And I just don't know what to think. Like, I really wanted to play another Far Cry. I'm so disappointed right now that's what it is. That's not what I want in my games. I don't want games that are drawn out, made to be overly grindy so that you're forced to pay more money. I don't want to be part of that. And that's why I find myself more and more going back to my GOG, my good old games.com collection, which literally has all of the RPGs going back when I was a little kid. I've got Wasteland 1 on that account. I've got Ultima 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got all the Might Magics. I've got all the Bard's Tales. I've got all the Wizardries. I've got, oh my man, I've got everything. And I'm replaying everything from when I was a kid. And in between, I'll play some newer games that don't have a problem with the microtransactions. For example, like Dragon's Quest, or Skyrim. For racing
when
games,
are you gonna beat Dragon Quest so I can have a chance to play the damn game?
Dragon Quest like 150, 200 hours to beat that game.
I know, but when are you gonna be finishing it so I can get to play the game?
I'm probably like 60 hours in it.
Then we gotta grind that shit out.
No, I mean I can't pay attention long enough to one game, and I play multiple games at a time. So, like for example, racing games, right? I picked up Forza Horizon 4 back during Black Friday when it was on like sale for like $20, which was amazing because it had just been released. And I played it a lot until the DLC started coming out for it. And every week they were putting out more and more downloadable content. But they wanted you to pay like $95 for the season pass to get the downloadable content. The second I saw that, I was like, oh man, I am done. I was so mad. I am so mad. I had fun for the time I played the game, and I did get to buy and play around with a lot of cars and modify them in the game. But I'm mad that I ever bought the game because of them charging so much for the downloadable content. I won't even touch it. I almost threw it away. So instead, I picked up the re-release of Burnout Paradise, which literally everything is on that disc. All the downloadable content that was ever available for that game is on that disc. So I know that when I'm playing the game, all of the content is there for me. I don't have to worry about something extra coming down the pipe 2 weeks later. I know that anything I can possibly do is already there. So I've been playing Burnout Paradise.
Capcom's having a problem with the Switch. They've been doing this for a while now with the other games. Resident Evil 0 and 1 is going to be a bundle. But 0 is going to be the physical form of the cartridge, but 1 has to be downloadable.
Well, that's a different scenario, right?
But they're charging it for $60. Like, holy crap. I just bought the PS download and PS4 for a lot more money.
Because they're charging, well, Hey, remember what's that called? You know what they call that, right?
What?
The Nintendo tax.
Nintendo tax.
I'm not joking. I didn't make that up. I didn't coin that. It's called the Nintendo tax.
Did Reggie say it before he get retired? You must pay your Nintendo tax. I'm gone now. Not my problem anymore.
You have to pay the Nintendo tax so that they pay
Bowser.
my pension.
The new president of Nintendo America, Bowser. Pay that lizard some Nintendo tax. He wants that Nintendo tax.
The Nintendo tax is so they can pay Reggie's pension.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Look, do you know how much Skyrim costs on the Switch still?
How much?
$60.
Holy crap. I think I bought it on Black Friday. It was like $40.
And I bought, the full edition for the Xbox One for like $17 used.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually did a lot on the Switch. I streamed a lot of games on the Switch. I like the Switch a lot. It's just that I mean, like certain games on the Switch a lot. I was looking at how much it costs for the Skyrim world on Minecraft. So it's like $6-7. I'm like, I'll wait. Okay, you can me. Hey, Ryan, you can me. You banned me. Yes, I did on the other realm, but you can play this on the other one. We got 4 or 5 people complaining about you destroying their houses and stealing their stuff. You got 1 week, so next week on Sunday you can come back in. So you can play in the Forgotten Realm one that I'm gonna be streaming. You go in and play as well. That's the one with the house and the pirate ship and everything else as well. Okay, anyhow, Graham, I think we should do space talk.
Space talk. How many people are in? 6 people?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this week for space talk, I think
I'll be right
we don't
back.
have a ton of people in. Well, I'm gonna wait for Lance to come back because Lance should know all about what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to be talking about a dragon for space talk. Believe it or not, I'm going to be talking about a dragon. Everyone is leaving. Everyone is getting up and leaving the podcast. Oh my God. They've left me by myself. Well, that's fine. I just want everyone to know that Lance and Ashley own 500 cats. They're keeping them captive. Okay? You need to call for help and get these cats help because they don't want anyone to know. So I'm telling you guys, while they're not sitting here, like they're not in the rooms that you can see right now, but they're all over the outside of the house. Hundreds and hundreds of cats everywhere. They don't feed them. Yeah, these cats are. Oh, hey, Ashley, how you doing? You're back. What's going on? I wasn't saying anything about all the cats you're hiding in the house. I wasn't telling anyone.
I was just getting water.
I wasn't telling anyone. Farm, F-O-R-M, poor guy. Yeah, Lance is a poor guy. It's too bad. Ashley, what's your shirt say?
It doesn't say anything. It's just Totoro.
So tell us about that anime, please. Because I know nothing about it.
My Neighbor Totoro by Studio Ghibli?
Yeah. My Neighbor Totoro, which is a little caricature that actually had no anime for it, but became popular anyway.
There's a movie. Movie came out in what, 1986?
Did it really? I didn't even know that. See, the things I learned, that's why I asked.
Yes. It's old, but it was my childhood, so.
I never saw that. 86. In 1986.
It was in the late 80s that it came out.
I think what else came out in 86? Ghostbusters 2.
I'm only guessing that it was 86. I could be wrong. Let me look it up real quick.
Give me 1 second. Why don't you talk to them about your art channel while I just go grab a drink before Space Talk starts? I'm just going to go grab a drink before Space Talk starts. Well, you know what? I'll just start Space Talk.
Go for it.
Something exciting has happened.
1988. 1988.
1988. Cool.
But it came out in 93 in America. It took them that long to bring it over.
Bring what over?
My Neighbor Totoro came out in 1988, but it didn't get released to America till 1993.
I was a baby.
We were 4.
Shh. Hey, farm for our poor guy, was refreshing to you being left alone, but all right.
So today, I should say yesterday, we launched a dragon.
A dragon?
Yeah.
What dragon?
A dragon.
Dungeons and Dragons?
No, an actual dragon.
When?
2 days ago.
Send me
yesterday. We launched a dragon.
Oh, that's one of the equipment that we shot up in space.
Here you go. Right. Here you go.
When you say a dragon.
Yes, we launched a dragon.
So it's a rocket named Dragon. What is this dragon?
So Dragon is the name of the new crew module that we're going to use to send people to space.
Sorry, page not found.
What? No, I clicked it. It works just fine.
I clicked it. It didn't work. This page not found.
It brings you to SpaceX.
Oh, well, you can tell us about it. Looks like it.
It works just fine. I clicked on it.
Let me go to live then. Hey, Aloy Wolf. Space crew, Dragon docks at space station for the first time. So that's our new spaceship?
Yes. So it was built by Elon Musk's SpaceX. And in 2011, for those of you who don't know, especially the younger viewers, we retired our space shuttles. And our space shuttles, which were used all the way back since the early 80s, and they were designed in the late 70s, to not only launch satellites and fix satellites, but also dock with the space station and get supplies to the space station. Now, I have to give the space shuttle credit, right? Because the space station that we have today probably couldn't have been built without it. Because none of the launch vehicles that exist on the planet today actually have the ability to load and unload a payload the way the space shuttle did. So it did serve its purpose. But interesting enough, the original design for the space shuttle was that it was a companion ship to a space station. And originally that space station never got built, believe it or not. We built the space shuttle, but the space station, its companion space station, was never built. The space station that we have up there today, the International Space Station, was an independent project, separate from the space shuttle, built far long after the space shuttle was in use. But the space shuttle did have its hand in getting that space station together. Also, the space shuttle was able to dock with and repair the Hubble telescope several times. And if it hadn't been able to do that, then the Hubble telescope wouldn't be functioning. Either way, unfortunately, the Hubble telescope is kind of on its last legs, and we currently have no way to get a ship to it to actually repair it. So once the Hubble stops functioning, the gyros in the Hubble that move it and stabilize it, once those all fail, well, the Hubble will just be space junk. But we do have a replacement called the Weber, but it hasn't launched yet because they keep upgrading the design for it. And when that gets up there, that telescope is so far more advanced than the Hubble. Very interesting design. It also does radio astronomy, can pick up objects far, far further away in the universe than Hubble can. Great piece of machine. But It just hasn't been finished yet, and it'll be finished and it'll be launched, and it'll help us out. Seeing things in the universe that we've never seen. But why is it so exciting about the Crew Dragon, which is actually the name of the capsule? The Crew Dragon will be the first time that the United States has had a ship that can actually launch people into atmosphere since the shuttle, since 2011. Done again by SpaceX, which is the private company that's owned by Elon Musk. They're contracted by NASA to build this module. Up until now, for the past 8 years, we've had to depend upon the Russians, who still have a capsule, a rocket capsule system that can launch people into space called the Soyuz. And the Soyuz has been going back and forth to the space station, bringing Americans. Even when we don't get along with the Russians, they still will launch our astronauts into space because they know that we have to do this to keep the space station running. And the Russians have always fulfilled their contracts to send supplies and everything to the space station as well. But pretty soon, hopefully in July, we won't need the Russians anymore because this has successfully passed all of its tests so far. It launched, it docked, we put a dummy in it to see how the dummy would react to the stress and the G-forces, and it all turned out fine.
How quickly does it go up to the space?
How fast does it launch?
Yeah.
I assume probably 25 to 30,000 miles an hour.
Holy crap.
That's what the shuttle took off at. I can get that exact number.
So how much waste is produced when it dropped? Because I know we got the rocket that we can reuse. Once it launches,
right. So the modules are reusable, but the booster stages are not.
Okay.
So more of this rocket is reusable than the Saturn V rocket was, and the Saturn V, of course, was the rocket that we used to launch the moon landers. That giant rocket.
Yeah.
And that was completely unusable. The only thing that was none of it was reused. Even the lander, when it parachuted back to Earth to get the astronauts back to Earth, was never usable again. We had to rebuild every single Apollo mission.
Did they scrap the metal, or they just put it in a museum?
Some of them are in museums. The Apollos, some of them are in the museum. The Saturn rocket booster stages were just burned up in the atmosphere. So we were not able to save any of those.
Okay. Oh, well, at least we got it. I'm calling it right now. Elon Musk is gonna be the first person to send a Tesla into space. I think he did with the rocket.
That is funny. Yeah, who said that? FAM4RM. So Tesla. It is funny.
Launched the car up there.
Right. There's a car. He launched a Tesla car into space using what was called the Falcon Heavy payload launch rocket. And in their test flight of the Falcon Heavy, which is the most powerful launch rocket on Earth and can launch the heaviest objects that have ever been launched by humans, he did launch a Tesla with the dummies in it. And it's, I wonder where it is right now. So it's floating in space. Where is the Tesla in space? It was a Tesla Roadster. And he named it the Starman.
I bet that car looks like crap right now.
Predicting the past is like a genius. Yeah. Yeah.
It's called the Starman. The Falcon Heavy rocket test launch, which was a success, which is where it is. Well, it's out somewhere headed towards Mars right now.
Well, when you guys go to Mars, you guys can hopefully able to ride that Tesla in Mars ground.
I bet that car looks like crap and not able to function.
Here's the link. There's the link to track the Starman, which is a Tesla Roadster. I have to say though, a lot of stuff that Elon Musk has done has failed, and a lot of it has turned out to be junk. In fact, most of the projects that Elon Musk has started have turned out to be complete junk. But who cares, right? It's the ones that have succeeded have been so big that it's important. He's the guy that invented PayPal. Elon Musk made all his money off inventing PayPal. PayPal was his baby. He invented it, he got it running, he got it big, and he sold it to eBay. And that's how he got started. So he was a smart guy. And then he started SpaceX. But this rocket, this Dragon X, eventually can be modified on the moon. The moon, not Mars. Hopefully one day Mars. But this Dragon X, this Crew Dragon SpaceX rocket should be able to land on the moon eventually when they modify it.
Yeah. Holy crap! 23,053 miles per hour. Holy crap! That is fast.
That's how fast it's going. Oh, yeah. Bam Form is talking about the flamethrower, the flamethrower that Elon Musk invented. The thing is hilarious. It's a commercial. Have you seen it, Lance?
I wanted one, but I didn't have $150 to buy one. Plus, it got sold
out. $150. It's all they cost. I think it's brilliant. It's awesome.
Why would you want a flamethrower?
Why not? It's a portable. It's a portable
flamethrower that you don't need a huge backpack for.
Yeah.
The thing is awesome.
He's gonna catch his own self on fire.
Yeah, probably.
Well, he also had his Tesla.
I'll film it and send it to you.
He also made his own vodka. It was his own vodka too, right?
Yes, and he's been on PewDiePie's meme report.
How was that?
Meme report's funny. It's funny.
I don't watch PewDiePie, so I'm saying.
I don't watch him often either, but I catch him occasionally. So about how fast this thing takes off,
flamethrower.
I looked it up. This rocket hits about 28,000 miles an hour. So that's how fast. That's how. Think of the G-forces you're putting your body under.
I wonder, does that G-force is still in effect in space as well, or no? No. In space, you can go how fast as you want. You will never feel the G-force, right? Because there's no gravity in space.
Well, there's gravity in space, but it interacts with objects differently and at a much lower strength. Gravity can be detected over very, very, very long distances of even billions of light years. Gravity is a very, very strange force that we have yet to really understand. But gravity, believe it or not, is a very weak force. I know you wouldn't think so, right? But hear me out here. Hear me out. Gravity is a very weak force when you compare it to the electromagnetic force, the nuclear weak force, and the nuclear strong force. Those are the four fundamental forces of nature. The four fundamental forces of physics that make up everything are all governed by those four forces. And out of them, gravity is the weakest. It's just that when you have something the size of the Earth, it produces so much gravity that you feel like it's really strong because the Earth is producing a ton of gravity. So therefore, it feels like it's really strong. So per unit, it's the weakest force. But when you add it all up, because gravity, of course, is a ratio, I'll say, a ratio to the mass of an object. So the more mass or the more dense, actually, the unit is density. The more density an object has, the higher the object's gravity is. And if you're talking in special relativity, the more curvature, the more space curves around the object. But that aside,
I am getting this. Okay.
In space, you don't feel G-forces.
Why did he put him in 3-sec timeout? I'm removing him as moderator. Sorry about that, fam. 4RM. I removed him from moderator. Yeah, there's no oops. No.
Yeah, sorry about that, fam. Please don't go. That was a huge mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You did nothing wrong, my friend.
Yeah.
We're sorry that happened.
Yeah. So yeah.
So in space, yeah, you don't feel G forces. So going
unless you're going near a planet.
Yeah,
some
I
sort of
mean,
gravity.
if you go into another planet's gravitational field, or if you go into any gravitational field, but in the open vacuum of space where gravity is essentially zero, you don't feel any gravity.
Mm.
And the only way to create gravity is a concept in physics we call centrifugal force. Okay? Centrifugal force is simply the force created by an object spinning. And if you take an object and you basically take the ratio of the object's size, right? And then you can figure out a speed to spin it at per its size, and that will create a amount of centrifugal force. And that centrifugal force acts just like gravity. So there actually is a way for us to go out in space and actually create artificial gravity. It's difficult, and you know, basically, you'd have to spin You'd have to spin a 1 kilometer sized object 100 miles an hour to create 1 G of force, and 1 G of force is what we have on Earth. We measure all G's on we measure all G by the gravitational constant of Earth. We call that little g. Big G is the gravitational constant of the universe. Little g is the gravitational constant of the Earth, which is 8.6 meters squared.
Mm-hmm. Carl says, "Graham, talking about space. Now am I not falling asleep? Hello, Turtle. There we go. How are you doing, Turtle Trains? How you doing?"
Carl never falls asleep when we talk about space because space is amazing. Cue the StarCraft music.
Okay.
Cue the StarCraft music. Let's get no. Go for space ambiance.
For some reason, I was still in timeout on my game.
So once someone gets timed out, the system doesn't let you untime them out. There's no way to untime someone else.
You gotta wait 30 minutes. Sorry about that. I took it moderator.
You just have to wait the 300 seconds.
I also kicked him out from the realm server because everyone's having a problem with him right now. I don't know why. Kids are kids. You know, I don't know. You probably be a kid too, but I got off at 5. I got 2 people waking me up on Discord of what happened, everything else twice. So I just, you know what, you already got 2 strikes. You're gone for a week on the realm. So that's basically what it is. So
what did they tell you was going on the server?
You know, one kid stole their pickaxes, like 6 stone pickaxes. How about you woke me up because 6 pickaxes got stolen, and so they destroy each other's houses. So I was like, nope, you both are gone. I'll see you guys in a week, and back in the server. Like, I should not be waking up by this.
You know what though, Lance?
Yeah.
If I was on your server, I'd destroy your house when you were sleeping too and not tell you.
Don't worry, I know where you live.
You know what, man? I'd hide in the woods, and when you walk away from your house when you're playing the game, I'd literally go destroy your house and then run away. And then when you come back to the house, you'd be like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah. I will basically get like a brown paper bag. I'll pull a brown paper bag, could put cat poops in there from my litter box and set it on fire and put it in front of your door, knock and run.
You know, that's a childish thing to do.
Hey, you want to break my house? I just put burning poop in your front of your door. Both can play it that way. Land stalker confirmed. For some reason, I'm still. I don't think I have a stalker. If I did, I feel very sorry for you.
Lance, I would destroy your house too.
What?
I would destroy your house in Minecraft too.
Oh, don't worry. I think that the guy animated behind you will be torn in half somehow.
No, no, you leave Gijo Romantica alone.
I know. I haven't cut the cat's nails in a while. Why don't he use it as a climbing post?
How about no? Right, Gamo? No.
Anything else happening in space?
Well, that's this is the big thing I wanted to talk about because this is so important. This is going to give us the ability to the things that SpaceX are doing are going to give us a window to be able to do so much more in space. We're going to be able to get more satellites up. We're going to be able to service satellites.
We're going to get 6G in space.
A 6 what in space?
6G in space.
6G.
Remember, like the 5G that's only certain city has, and one person says we'll have 6G.
Oh, you mean cell phones? You mean wireless connection? We're gonna get 5G LTE. Yay!
Not for a while in our area.
Yeah, because they have to replace the towers.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't 4G LTE fast enough? But hell, you know what? I said that when I had a 56K baud modem, right? I was like, why do I need cable internet? I have the 56K baud modem.
Yeah.
It's fast enough.
Fast enough for me. I need more. I need more speed. I need more power. More of everything.
You know what I got my first high-speed connection?
I got it when I first moved out of the house and rented a room.
I got my first high-speed connection in 2003. It was 1.5. It was 1.5 meg. Yeah, that's what I had.
Is it a DSL modem from AT&T?
No, I know. Well, some DSLs are still 1.5 meg. That's how pathetic they are. No, but it was Comcast. I've always had Comcast. Well, before Comcast, we had what was called Cablevision, and then Comcast bought Cablevision.
Because I remember it was Comcast, AOL, AT&T, NetZero.
NetZero's still around.
AOL is still around too. They just closed down the AOL Messenger.
Yeah, I don't know what AOL does. Didn't Time Warner buy AOL and then lose a ton of money on it?
I think Time Warner is Comcast, isn't it?
No, it's not. Comcast is NBC.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't
watch. AOL Time Warner was the name of the company.
I know that in Virginia, Cox Cables has like high-speed internet. I'm like, for $80, I can get more internet. I'm like, but I'm paying $150 for 2 internets right now. It's gonna be, but I'm gonna cancel it.
I don't understand. Internet. Why do you need 2? I have 1 gig. I pay for 1 gig up, 25.
The problem is their upload speed.
1 gig down, 25 up, and I'm paying $86.99 a month.
The problem is that we get 5 upload speed, and 5 is like the minimum, bare minimum for streaming. As she streams, I stream. I'm gonna be only going to have one modem now because I want to save $80 back in my pockets. I remember Cablevision. I bet you do, Aloy Stephen King from Maine.
Well, remember that Wolf and I are from the same general area, so yeah. So Cablevision was the company. Now it's split up between Comcast and another company called Spectrum.
Spectrum's good. I had Spectrum in Reading.
Spectrum is up in New Hampshire. No, well, so down here in Massachusetts, we're split between Comcast and Verizon, and then up like in Upper New England, it's like Comcast and Spectrum.
I'd rather have Fios.
I mean, I could get BIOS where I am, but why? Comcast's giving me a good deal right now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's you. But I like files better. That's bigger upload speed than Comcast, even though high speed.
Well, that is true. Verizon does offer a better upload speed than Comcast does. So.
Yeah. All right, guys. Any questions for Professor Grimm before he goes to the evil Justice League into his cave?
Next week, I'm going to be talking about something really interesting, which is a new discovery in black holes that we just found.
No.
Yeah, that'll be next week. But I really want people to just know that this Crew Dragon module being successful is a huge step for the space program. It lets us get people back into space without having to depend upon the Russians, but it's also a step towards going back to the moon. And it's a step towards going back to Mars. And what I mean by going back to Mars is sending humans to Mars, because we've sent plenty of robots to Mars. By the way, we have a new probe that's getting ready to launch to Mars.
Carl says, "Why can't you do this on Monday night? Because it won't be called Sunday late night podcast. We have to call it Monday late night podcast." Sunday was a lot easier for everyone because Monday is everyone goes back to work and everything else as well, school. So basically, this is like the perfect time to do podcasts on Sunday nights. And a lot of people do podcasts throughout the weekday instead of the weekends.
So we have another rover. NASA is getting ready to launch another rover in 2020, and this will be the most advanced rover ever. It's again the size of a car. It'll be able to drive much further than the other ones. The Mars 2020 is a Mars rover mission by NASA's Mars Exploration Program with a planned launch date of July 17, 2020. It will touch down in the Jezero crater on February 18, 2021. It will instigate an astrobiology relevant environment on Mars, and we will investigate the surface of geological processes and the history of.
Does this thing has an isotope reader? Will they take this ice sample on the top of the of Mars?
Well, it's not landing with his water.
Okay.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Well, anyhow, I think the first people that goes to Mars is gonna die out.
What's gonna die out?
I remember the first few people we send to Mars, they're gonna die. It's because we have no idea. This is gonna be a first time doing it on Mars and everything else as well.
I mean, they might not even get there.
Yeah.
There could be system failure on the way there.
Yeah.
And there's no way to rescue them.
Or hit by a very small rock that's going thousands and thousands of miles, puncture one. Oh no, my oxygen!
Well, we can avoid that because think about it. We've sent a lot of probes and interplanetary satellites out into space, and we haven't had any problem like that.
Yeah, but you're going from here to Mars, and it's a bigger object, so it's a bit more of a chance of a target.
But we've sent huge objects to Mars.
How many people are they sending to Mars the first try, anyways?
They'd probably send 4.
Honestly, I don't think we'll get to Mars. That's what Carl says.
I would just be worried
I'm just writing Blaze on the realm. Okay.
Even if they get to Mars, wouldn't the dust storms be pretty bad?
Well, we will just for the main. Let's be honest. We will space elevator to Mars if we have to. I think I'll be more scared of a space elevator than a rocket.
The theory of the space elevator is actually very interesting, and is a topic I would talk about one night. It's actually very in depth. I would talk about the space elevator.
They did a magazine, Popular Mechanic magazine, about the space elevator. I'm like, it looks cool, but
yeah, but it looks. It's like it has to survive all those different portions of the atmosphere, and all those different weather systems. But hey, build a space elevator to the moon. I mean, it also needs to be able to withstand different G forces at different heights and different distances from the. It's a very interesting topic, definitely.
Our Space Force has been finally implemented into the Air Force. They are $2 billion just to fund it.
And when the next president comes in, it will be unimplemented.
Yeah. Will be 15,000 personnel on the Space Force. I think it's so stupid.
Why?
We don't have the technology, and no one's gonna fight in space unless we go against aliens from another planet, from another galaxy.
What alien is stupid enough to come this way?
Well, we have Graham and Carl and me.
The Vulcans, they're dumb enough.
Let's see.
How old? Wait, hold on. How old is Turtle Trains?
I don't know. We need Ronald Reagan and the Star Wars Space Defense. He gotta be in high school.
How old is?
He's gotta be in high school to know these. Don't know these histories.
How does he know about Ronald Reagan and the Star Wars Space Defense System?
I don't know. How old are you, Turtle?
He's gotta be like, he's not a. Turtle Trains is not a kid.
Yeah, well, he's
no way.
He's fan he's fan 4RM, so
he's what?
He's fan 4RM. Remember the kid?
What kid even knows who Ronald Reagan is?
There are stupid aliens. Yeah.
Mr. Gorbachev, take down that wall.
Well, I say the human race is pretty dumb.
Oh, a lot of them are.
That's why I say who's stupid enough to come this way.
We're also the dangerous species on the planet Earth. We could change any environment just like that.
So you know what's interesting? Not exactly space talk, but tell me, what is the largest organism? I'm not talking about just mammals. What is the largest organism on the Earth? Or to ever live, the largest organism on the Earth to ever live.
Isn't that the water mole they found that can survive in any single environmental change?
No, it's not. It's not a fungi, but close. Fungi is not far. And
you mean the I forgot. I took biology class. I took microbiology.
I don't know. Curtis Train knows stuff. The largest organism to ever live on the planet Earth is a tree. It's a tree. There are trees bigger than the largest mammal that ever was, and we all know the largest mammal to ever exist is the blue whale, right? It's much bigger than any of the dinosaurs that ever were, and the blue whales are alive today, and they dwarf any of the dinosaurs. Blue whales are freaking gigantic, right?
Now we got our eyes on turtle.
There are trees literally bigger than a blue whale. There are trees that are giant. So
go to the trees in Russia.
Trees. It's the truth. Turtle knows things. Who is this guy?
Sequoia redwood is actually one of the best places to see the biggest redwoods in the world.
I thought there's huge trees in Russia. There's that forest.
Oh yeah, there's huge trees a lot of places. Definitely there's huge trees in Russia. There's huge trees in the United States. Yeah.
Until we need the land and start cutting it down. I only ask that
question because most people will answer it. They will say the blue whale, which, yes, the blue whale is the largest mammal to ever live.
But not the largest organism.
Definitely. But
I think the fungus beats the largest tree because the fungus.
No,
the fungus colonizes the entire U.S. state.
There are no funguses that are one continuous organism. I'm talking about one.
Oh, one continuous
organism.
Okay, because mushroom could become one organism, but they have to have another one to help it out. As well as actually a certain fungus, there's one fungus that is the size of an entire United States. Or
that's
so
not
I remember.
One continuous organism.
It's not a continuous organism. It's not a continuous organism.
Because one fungi doesn't come solitary. It always comes with multiple members.
Right.
Yeah.
There's fungi colonies that are probably bigger than a state. I bet you, right?
Yeah.
But fungi are
but there are trees that are one continuous organism because it's a tree that are actually larger than a blue whale.
Yeah. Well, Turtle, we got our eye on you now. Now you're gonna guess your age.
Yeah,
I'm
Turtle,
gonna guess the age.
you know too much to be a child. So.
It's actually classified as a single organism. I think he's Googling it too to help out. Who knows? He might. I'm not good in biology. If it's a simple chemistry or engineering question, I can do a lot of engineering and some physics, but I can't compare Grim to physics. Grim knows the physics of the world. I already know technical physics that's implied to Earth theory.
Coffee, what the heck are you doing?
Put it in my cup so I can drink it. I'm farming Blaze. No time for Google. What? Oh, are you playing Minecraft?
I just went to Google. It says the largest, considered the largest singular entities, the largest organisms are colonial colonies. Colonial colonies. A tree. So I am right. The largest the largest singular entity that is considered an organism is a tree called the colonial.
Wolf says Super Saiyan Blue Whale. That's gonna be a scary sight.
The blue whale is.
No, he said Super Saiyan Blue Whale.
Yes.
We must fight Frieza. You damn Namex. Let's see here. I think that we did pretty good. Give me the kitty. What's wrong with coffee? Coffee.
He's going off on the bookshelves and getting into it.
Oh, coffee baby. Hello, coffee baby. I love you. Let me clean your eye boogie. Gotta clean your eye boogie. You want to cough?
The largest collection of organisms on the Earth is the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is
you're talking about the forest of trees.
The Great Barrier Reef is the largest structure composed of living entities stretching 2,000 kilometers, 1,200 miles, but it consists of many organisms and species.
Any more last daring question before we end it?
I just want to end with the largest organisms are classified by combining the mass, volume, area, length, and height.
I'm not gonna say a joke about it because it might not go well.
If considered singular entities, the largest organisms are the colonial colonies, which are spread over large areas. Pando, a colonial colony of it's a breed of the quaking aspen tree. It is widely considered to be the largest organism by mass on the planet Earth.
Do you know this question, Grim? The longest person who ever lived on Earth?
Recorded?
You. I'm just joking. Pando is a forest of trees. It's the largest mass, but the fungus is the largest by size. Grim?
Well, yes. Well, all right. So
we're actually getting to science now.
All right. Just to end the discussion, when we talk about what the largest organisms on Earth are, there's characteristics that we have to consider. So the first characteristic of considering what the largest organism is mass. So yes. So we combine mass, volume, area, length, height, and we put those together, and that's how we decide kind of what's the largest organism. So basically, first and foremost, we use mass. So these fungi do not have the mass that even comes close to matching the Pando forests. So that's how I'll end it. Okay. Generally, when we're talking about the largest organism, we mean the largest by mass.
Okay, one last question before we close the podcast till next Sunday. I'll put up the schedule up on the screen so you guys know what our schedule is going to look like for the next 4 weeks. We will be squeezing another D&D game. Probably on Sunday. One of those days you have a gap on right now. I'm going to have to probably change Final Fantasy until the librarian gives me the emulator. But yeah, that's the schedule for this upcoming week.
This coming week I have this coming week, and then the week after I'm subbing for a Calculus 2 professor.
Does it affect the D&D times or no?
No, because it's in the morning. It's Calculus. Well, it's a Calculus 1 and a Calculus 2 class, so I have to do two different classes.
You know what I should do? Get a camera and film yourself teaching kids calculus.
Well, they're not kids. They're all probably at least 18 because it's out of college, and they would murder me because I can't do that. That's only
murder you. You got the upper ground. You have the experience. You
what?
know Tai Chi. You've been trained by the Shaolin monks.
I don't know Tai Chi. I don't know any Shaolin monks.
Lies.
Look, yes, I lived in Taiwan for a few years teaching mathematics,
no problem,
right?
Turtle.
The only monks I met were Buddhist monks. I never met any Tai Chi monks. I met Buddhist monks.
Oh,
I don't think they knew any martial arts.
A lot of Buddhists do Tai Chi, especially. It's basically...
Possibly, but they didn't teach me any. The only thing they showed me was how they could make anything out of tofu. Okay. Because, remember, they're vegetarians.
Yeah.
So these Buddhist monks were all vegetarians. So because they were like, oh, there's an American here. Let's show him how we can make meat out of tofu. So anyway, they had beef tofu, chicken tofu, they had all these different tofus. And remember, yes, there's no meat in it. It's tofu.
Does it taste like it?
It almost tasted like meat.
Tai Chi is kind of borderline trash, and Buddhism doesn't heavily utilize Tai Chi combat application. No,
yeah,
Tai Chi is...
I don't know anything about. I don't know anything. I'm supposed to say I don't know anything about Tai Chi.
Tai Chi, in my experience, it's basically the flow it is a martial art, but it's more for the flow, the surrounding of your nature. And basically, a lot of because I can probably say because I have family in China, Japan, and Korea. A lot of the older people do it, have flow moving chi and with nature as well. Buddhist does it as well as a morning and evening exercise they use that for.
The Buddhists. So I did stay a couple nights at one of the Buddhist monasteries, and they didn't do Tai Chi. So I'm not. I don't know.
Not all Buddhists do it. Not all Buddhists do it. Some Buddhists go.
Yeah, they were very nice people, and they seemed very wise and kind of like one with nature and all that stuff. But yeah, they didn't do any martial arts or anything like that.
Yeah.
Depends what type. I was at a Buddhist monastery for 2 different Chinese New Years. We went there the day to pay our respects. So, but like I said,
I still want mooncakes.
But we didn't. I didn't see any Tai Chi or anything like that.
Well, no, not every Buddhist does it. The ones where I've been to China, especially in Tianjin, they've been doing Tai Chi, and everyone in San Francisco is populated by Chinese. Tai Chi out in the park and everything. Who's winning?
So they
usually just use it as exercise, not find inner peace and stuff. Some people use it to find that, but majority of the time that I saw going around the world and in San Francisco, they use it to basically use it for exercise and basically as a calming thing as well, like finding peace, like you said, Turtle. Okay, any more questions? Carl says, "Who's winning?" I don't know. Ashley is.
We don't know what you're winning, but whatever it is, you won.
You won. You won damn good too.
What did I
won
win?
by a ton.
Yeah.
You won by a ton.
Do I have any prize for winning?
Yeah, you're getting Devil May Cry 5 this Friday.
Ah, there you go. You win. You get a prize. Woo!
Yeah, I gotta start Minecraft.
There's a problem. On Friday, I'm already streaming.
Well, that's good.
So
me and Lance are gonna have a podcast over your streaming. So if anyone needs help with math or physics,
he has a PhD, guys.
Wait.
I know.
Yes, I do have a PhD in physics and astronomy. But
what
hold
is
on.
the meaning
I'm
of
going
life?
to answer what is the meaning of life. Here it is. Here it is. Here's the meaning of life. Do you get it? Do you understand the answer 42?
I do.
What is it? What is it?
Isn't it that your age?
No. Oh my God. It's not my age. It's not my age because I'm not quite that old. But I'm close. But hold on. 42 is the meaning of life. Look it up.
Why is 42 the meaning of life?
Because everything comes with a calculation of 42, I believe.
Adams.
Let me look it up. 42.
Yeah,
it used to be a huge meme back then too.
No, I had to look.
42. 42, the answer to life, universe, and everything. Independent.co.uk.
I told you it was.
42 is a natural number that's
when anyone asks you what the meaning of life is, always just answer with the number 42.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, okay. I haven't read the book or watched
I've never read the book.
It is that PewDiePie? Less than T gay? Greater than T gay? Yeah, it's greater than T gay. Yep, 42. I don't watch any of them. Letting you know, I don't.
T gay is greater than PewDiePie? What? 42 is in decimal notation. How about that? How about 42 in decimal notation as a limit as approaches infinity, differentiated by the number 7. How about that, Turtle? How about that? Write it in those terms. We can graph it on a Cartesian graph.
If you need me to build a
put 42 as a vertical asymptote, okay, and then approach it as far as you want, but you're never going to get to it.
If you want robots built or programmed, just let me know, because I have an engineering trade and degree, so
Turtle, we all know that it's a greater than sign. We said it once.
I thought it'd be more for PewDiePie because he put greater than.
He put T gay is
less than greater to PewDiePie. I'm reading from right to left on the phone. Let's do binary. You want to learn binary? Really? You want me to have do a YouTube just teaching you as binary?
He wrote T gray is greater than PewDiePie. That is what his statement is. I haven't looked at Social Blade in a while, so I don't know if T-Series is winning. He's referring to T-Series versus PewDiePie, if you didn't catch that.
Well, T-Series won for a few minutes, then PewDiePie went back up again.
Well, I don't know what they're at right now.
Me neither.
I don't watch either of them.
So yeah, I don't know. We can do programming for YouTube, I guess. Like, we need to find out what do you want us to program.
PewDiePie is he still winning?
Probably is.
So
when that EU thing kicks in over in Europe, PewDiePie is screwed. The copyright thing, you'd be screwed when that shit comes up.
About Article 13.
Yeah, when that comes up, he's gonna be screwed. He's probably moving to the United States.
Article 13. Who knows? It's probably going to pass in Canada too, right? It'll never pass in the United States, but it'll pass.
It's gonna screw up so many YouTubers in Europe.
I just spelled article wrong.
And streamers as well.
Maybe, but it won't affect anyone. They're not going to be able to sue anyone in the United States.
Yeah. It's okay. The French yellow coats will prevent Article 13.
Yeah, in the European Union, but not the UK.
Yeah.
The UK is still going to pass it because they're passing everything independently of
Because
the
Brexit,
European
right?
Union because of Brexit. Because of Brexit.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Brexit's not going to happen on the 29th, but that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
And I believe the UK is also trying to get rid of anime too.
Why?
Because a lot of anime depicts kids' romance.
You mean
okay.
lolly
They
anime?
would consider it underage. They want nothing depicting underage.
Well,
kids.
Twitter already put a ban in place that chased almost all of the anime artists off the platform.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw that.
No, I
They
don't.
said that anime artwork, even if it's not supposed to be a kid, still depicts a kid. I don't know. They had a huge bullshit thing that they put up.
I've seen plenty of anime artwork on Twitter.
They're all leaving Twitter now because of the new rules. This just happened.
Well, it looks like Instagram's gonna be famous with lolly girls.
Basically, the exact words Twitter uses, they don't want lolly anime on their platform. But in turn, they made the rules so broad, as censorship always does, okay? As censorship always does, it's always broad so they can apply it however they want. So no one can argue with them. George Orwell, 1984. Everyone was like, screw this, I'm off Twitter.
So Russia likes hentai. I don't think it's strange. It's cold up there. They gotta keep themselves warm somehow. Vodka and hentai.
Lolly is really just big eyes and small chest.
Yeah, they look like child though. But there's the Japanese anime is the older they look, the younger they are. The younger they look, the older they are. That's Japanese animated logic for some reason.
It depends on the anime you watch.
Yeah. I'm like, what? How does that make any sense? For example,
you
High School Rumble, one of the animes there.
Like they all look what they should.
Well, yours is reverse harem. One girl and a whole bunch of guys. That poor girl. That poor girl.
That's reverse harem, and that's what I...
Anyway, Lance, I do have to go in for a seminar in the morning to the math department, so I should get off now. I will watch your stream, though, laying in bed.
What do you mean?
I will watch your stream as I'm going to sleep.
No.
Because your stream is so boring that it puts me... I'm just joking.
I need you for Diablo 3 in the afternoon. I just didn't know Hammer was talking to me about that too. I'm like, I don't know. If I play with you, Rim will murder me in my sleep.
No. I'll be home. So it's early in the morning, so I'll be back at like 11 o'clock.
Okay, so yeah, because we'll be starting around, I think 4 to 6.
Oh. I'll be home way before then.
Let me look at the schedule again. Diablo starts at 3, but Final Fantasy starts at 1 p.m. So I need the emulator today from the librarian today, if possible.
Also, I'll make sure that the RPG channel is ready to upload your painting videos. And some of the science fiction stuff I've been working on, I've been incorporating. As I told you, I've been incorporating the science fiction stories.
Why don't you write a science fiction book?
Well, I have.
Published?
What do you think Dark Tide Enterprises is from?
I mean, if I go to Amazon, we'll have your book up
there
for me to purchase.
When I was in grad school, it was a graduate publication.
Oh, well, you make an actual book and publish it through Amazon, and I'll read it.
I mean, I could do that. I could turn all of those novelettes into an actual book. The series of books was called Dark End, and the mega corporation that was in the story was called the Dark Titan Enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
And they were a mega corporation that created ships that basically mined neutron stars.
Mm-hmm.
They also, interesting enough, ready for this, they also controlled the gaming industry. Okay, for the entire Earth.
Carl says, Graham, did you come up with that name, or did Vera?
Vera she came up with. That has nothing to do with my stories.
I think that'll be it. I gotta get Minecraft ready in a
in
minutes.
my stories, there is no character there. So,
yeah. Well, anyhow, guys.
You know what I think? You know what I think Vera is? I think Vera is for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic character. I think that's where it's from. I don't know. I don't remember.
But, anyhow. Oh yeah, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. That other podcast be a Sunday. I'll put up another video for comments for you guys to write down. So we will give you guys a shout out.
Yeah. And keep your eyes out for the Starfinder stuff. Basically, the Starfinder campaign will be called the Starfinder Dark Titan Edition. And like I said, it will revolve around the mega corporation Dark Titan Enterprises. And that will be the main protagonist in the story of which Lance and Ashley will be playing. It will be awesome.
Yeah, I'm a Ratfolk technomancer, so.
Do you?
Yeah.
I love technomancers.
Yeah, I'm a rat race.
He's a stupid rat.
Damn
you
right.
want to know what happened to his last rat?
What?
Because he played a stupid character. He decided that he was going to chop off all the dwarves' beard in the whole town.
And it worked. Until you foiled my plans to do so. I was a rat
got his own
barbarian.
character killed.
No. If you didn't do anything, I will have gotten away with it. I also I got the dwarves so drunk. I just keep paying for their beer. And I just shaved their beards off. And they cry when they wake up in shame. And there's time, I have a spell that basically cleanses you from alcohol in your body. So you see dwarves trying to get drunk, I just cleanse them from far distant from the tavern.
Hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need to know, Ashley, what happened last time you guys played Iron Gods. Because I want to know what I'm in for. I want to know what he's going to do to us.
Oh,
what is he going to do to us?
You might get a tentacle disseminating 12 to 15 eggs in you.
Because I stayed true to my word and I did not look at the modules. So I have no idea what's going to happen. Because I want to be surprised.
Well, we hopefully roll 20
Thursday, we can actually play. Right? We're going to be able to play on Thursday, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, there's a god you have to battle. Remember that.
We actually have to fight a god? Oh my god. I said god twice. We have to fight a god. Jesus. Is Jesus a god?
And there's these robot spider things that you have to battle.
No, Jesus is a deity.
So we have to fight robot spiders, Lance.
Maybe not.
And there's a lot of what is it called?
Okay.
Androids that you have to fight.
I know. A deity is a god, Lance. What are you talking about?
A lesser god.
Well, a deity doesn't necessarily mean a lesser god. I
don't know.
Well, hey, RPGs arbitrarily reassign different aspects to gods.
Here's the deity dictionary. Yeah, god or goddess. Polytheistic, only a polytheistic religion. So more than one god will become, they'll be called deity. So there you go.
Yeah.
So, and the creator of the supreme being in monotheistic religions such as Christianity, now for the deity or the deity.
So there you go, Lance. A deity could be one god, or it could refer to many gods. There you go, buddy. There's the.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end it. I gotta get shit set up. I gotta fill my coffee up. I gotta kiss Grim goodnight and tuck him in bed for yeah, that'll be it. See you guys in a couple minutes. So
I just want to say next week in Space Talk, hopefully we'll have more people on board.
We'll probably have a lot more people on board.
I'm gonna be. Cat's going crazy behind me. I'm going to be talking about a couple new discoveries that have happened recently in black hole research that are really interesting. That actually a buddy of mine at the University of Massachusetts has been writing in the New England Journal of Astrophysics about, and I have seen a couple of his articles, some that I actually had gone to graduate school with, so it's very interesting. And I'll be talking about that. Of course, I won't be using any of the math. It'll all be conceptual stuff, so everyone will be able to understand. and we'll talk about that next week.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll make sure I get a spike in my head so I'll be feeling a lot more smarter.
Nice, I like it. All right, have fun.
See ya. See ya, guys.
Yes, Carl. One last thing, Carl is going to try to join us next week.
Remember, you gotta watch your mouth too, because we have a lot of kids in this channel.
Tell people that. Let's tell people that out of stream, not in stream.
No problem. All right, bye, guys.
Out of stream, not in stream. So, all right. Good night, everyone.